This guitar should not sound this good for the price, and if you were to listen to it played blindfolded, you would think that it costs more than it does. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the Cordoba C5, and we're going to talk about the build quality, its playability, how it sounds, who this guitar is for, and is it worth the price? So let's get started. The Cordoba C5 features a mahogany back and sides, mahogany neck, a solid spruce top for definition and projection, gold tuning machines, and traditional Spanish fan bracing, which provides a balanced and lively sound. The finish is a polyurethane gloss, which gives it a shiny and clean look. And the strings that come with the guitar are Savaris Crystal Quorum High Tension. And the overall aesthetic of the guitar looks great, including the rosette. On screen, you'll see all the specs in case you want to pause the video and look at anything specific. Now let's talk about the playability of this instrument. So overall, it is very beginner friendly. The guitar is easy to play. And the C-shaped neck feels quite nice on the left hand. The action setup is also really nice on this guitar. If you don't know what the action is, it just means the space between the strings and the frets. So if you have high action, it usually means that it's a little bit harder for you to press the strings down with your left hand. However, it usually allows you to push in and dig into the instrument a little bit more to produce, a louder, stronger sound. On the other side, if your action is low, it usually means that it's easy to play with your left hand. However, if you push the strings too hard, right, then you sort of break the sound. That being said, Cordoba has actually included something called a truss rod in this guitar, which means that you can adjust the action. So you can change the angle of the neck just a little bit, and you can adjust the action specifically to your liking. And typically a lower end or entry level classical guitar tends to not have a truss rod. So it's nice that Cordoba has included one in the C5. Now let's talk about the sound quality and tone production, which is where I think this guitar really shines the most. So this model in particular is a spruce top. They do also have it available in cedar if that's what you prefer. Spruce tends to be a bit brighter sounding, usually a little bit louder, and tends to have more clarity. This guitar also uses a traditional fan bracing, which gives you kind of just that classical guitar sound and tone. Now, personally, one of my students actually plays this guitar, and whenever she plays it, I'm always kind of impressed by the tone that she gets from the instrument. When it comes to tone quality, for the price, for this entry-level price, I don't think you can get something that's much better, really. I've played guitars that cost more than this, and they don't sound as good. This guitar basically has it all. It's got a bit of depth to it. It's got, a bit of power and sustain for the price range, right? And I'm saying all this, assuming that, we're in this, specific price bracket, right? So here are a couple sound samples. We're going to start out simple and just play a few chords so you can listen to the sustain. Here we go. The sustain is great. It's everything that you would want in a classical guitar, especially at this price range. Now let's check out the basses. Now let's listen to the trebles. Quite a good sound. Now let's listen to the notes in the high register on the first string. Nice. You can hear everything clearly. No buzzes, no dead notes. before we go any further, I want to say a quick thank you to the sponsor of this video, Sweetwater. If you guys are thinking of picking up the C5 or any musical gear for that matter, Sweetwater is one of the best places to order from, and here's why. Their sales engineers are real music gear experts. They can help you pick the right instrument or answer setup questions. For the C5, Sweetwater offers a 2-year total confidence warranty, which is awesome. They do a 55-point inspection on many instruments, so the guitar you receive is checked, cleaned, and ready to go right out of the box. Their shipping is fast and they have reliable customer support. If you've never ordered from Sweetwater before, they're one of the biggest and most trusted music retailers in the US. And I'll leave a link down in the description for this exact guitar model on Sweetwater. Now let's try out a few tone colors to see how the guitar responds. So there you have some sound samples. Hopefully that gives you a better idea of what the guitar sounds like. I think overall, the balance of the instrument is quite nice. The high registers sound good, and the trebles and basses sound nice. The volume, I think, is also where this guitar tends to shine a lot. Honestly, I don't really have any cons to say about the tone and the volume and sustain of this guitar. It's really impressive for the price point. So if you guys are getting any value out of this video, please remember to like and subscribe. Next, let's talk about who this guitar would be for. And in my opinion, there's sort of two groups that I think this would be very beneficial for. The first one would be someone who's never played guitar and who wants to buy, their first entry-level instrument. But you don't want to buy, the cheapest sort of low-end guitar. You want a step up from that. This is definitely the guitar for you. It's going to last you a while because you won't sort of have to make that upgrade until much later. Then it'll last you a long time, so long as you take care of it. And the second person that I would say this would be for would be someone who already has sort of a kind of low-end guitar that is ready to graduate to something nicer, but maybe you're not ready to graduate towards like $800 to the $1,000 range, and you just want to take a small step up. This is also a great option for you. I can honestly say that I wish I would have had a guitar like this to play when I was learning, because it would have allowed me to play more musical. I would have had more volume, more projection, everything that you want. So is the Cordoba C5 worth the money? At the price point of $450, you are getting the build quality, the ease and playability, the tone and sound quality that a lot of guitars don't come close to in this price bracket. So I would say 100% yes, this guitar is worth it. And I would even go so far to say as I think it's one of the best entry-level classical guitars that you can get on the market today. So if you're a beginner looking to start classical guitar, this is your guitar. Or maybe you're an electric guitarist or a steel string guitarist looking to kind of cross over and get a nylon string guitar, this would be a fantastic option for you. Thank you guys for watching this review, and a special thank you to Sweetwater for sponsoring the video. I will leave the link to this guitar if you're interested in it down in the description.